Apparently there's a window open somewhere because there's mosquitoes. So let me just close that and I'll be right back. And meanwhile, it is time to start with Omlette Fromage, episode 36. Hopping into game number 1. In the top left corner of Kairos Junction, we have all inspirations, Tio. And the scene switcher is not working, as I can see. That's bad. Facing off versus the simulant Zerg in purple. Surreal. Pylon scout on the way. Of course, trying to block the expansion that this little boy is trying to put down. This little girl. Oh no, this little girl is going for a hike. And it will cross paths with the probe. Are we gonna see a proxy hatch? It might well be. It might well be. Let's hope Cyril has his pants on, because the pants seem to be left there. Waiting a bit, because it's too soon. He has now the minerals. Oh, and he will proxy hatch right outside. Pretty sure once this building finishes, he will be able to see the creep. That will expand as soon as this hatchery pops, but by then it might be too late. Who knows? Anyway, not having a natural should throw the Protoss off quite harshly. Yeah, you will definitely see the creep. It should go around here. This might be the build that I used versus Camaril, where you build spine crawlers and kill the pylon and then the Protoss just dies. Oh yeah. Of course now Tio knows, but what's he gonna do? What's he gonna do? Cyril has 300 minerals ready, so as soon as the pool pops, which is ready, pool is ready, so as soon as the hatchery pops, he can make 3 spine crawlers. There's probes pulled now, but they will not be able to kill the hatchery in time. Spine crawlers go down, probes will focus down the small spines, which will work quite nicely, but he's losing lots of mining time here, even though he's up 5 workers, 3 to 5, 2 to 5. Yeah, they're about equal. What are those two guys doing? Oh, they're gonna build another hatchery in there. Oh, why not? That is a dead area inside the protospace. Speedlings have now arrived, but they will not be able to take out the zealot. There are now 2 zealots out, which is a sufficient amount to even kill this queen here. And the other hatchery has been spotted as well. Morlings come in, and now the balance starts to shift. There is also nothing to block the ramp, the choke point, so the Lynx can go in there, kill the pylon, and it's game over. That's how easy it is to kill Protoss. Yeah, this is over. If that pylon dies, you're dead. GG. Tio thought he had it, but he didn't. Should have probably thrown down more gates, more pylons. I don't know. Just have a quick look at my scene switcher. It's not working. Did the ops disconnect? Yes. There we go. That should do it. So for now we'll just switch back to the duality. There we go. And then we will go to game number 2, which Ballad has played on an older patch. There we go. Notice the Fizzbin logo in place, exactly where you could see how long the replay is going. In the bottom left of Automaton, it's all inspirations, Ballad. The Terran. Facing off versus the Casimir Goo FFA, who is a Berserk. So, a TVZ with cheese. Jesus. Let's see who's gonna let the milk sour here. Casimir seems to be getting a fairly early pool here. Pool before hatch. So it's looking to be aggressive. Might be him who's trying to cheese our Ballad boy. But then again, Ballad not shy of cheesing himself. If it must be. Usually he likes to get cheesed more than he cheeses himself. So, you never know. Throws down his natural. SCV's coming in. We'll spot this. We'll see that it's late, so he'll know that there was a pool first. Might as well go and check what else is going on, how much gas there has been taken, if there is a roach warren already, if there is a lair already, but none of the above is happening. Speed is being researched now. And Ballad going for an early expansion here. The Rex expand build. Pretty normal, I would say. Overlord is across the map now, so you'll be able to scout. The Reaper is out and will stay at home because he's expecting pressure from the early pool. And there is indeed toolings on the way. They will try to delay the command center, which is not going to happen because it's built on the high ground. Meanwhile, we have a Baneling nest coming in second. So possible Baneling bust built on the way here. Lynx are trying to eat the extractor. That's probably not going to happen. Morling's out. Speed's not quite done. Now it's done. So the Reaper will have to run the fuck away if he wants to live. But he dies. A horrible fiery explosion of death. And definitely Baneling Bust coming in here. From Casimir. That's a lot of lings for this stage of the game. Morph them, morph them, morph them now. That's I think 6 would have been enough. But hey, why not? Is there a tank out? Is there gonna be a tank out? There is gonna be a tank out. If he waits, if he delays at all, there will be a tank out, and then this push is pretty much ended. But he will not delay, and here comes the bomb. Taking out all 3 buildings with 5 banelings. So he has some over... Ooh, big hits here on the SCV line. Only 2 lings left now, though, and the tank is about to pop. The bunker's finished as well. So the wall might be rebuilt soon. I think a bunker and a tank should be more than enough to hold Speedling aggression at this point of the game. Of course a wall would be better. Tank is moving up now. Marines are moving forward. Where did those come from? Wow. Absolute slaughter happening here. And almost no damage dealt. Some SCVs were lost, of course. But overall, I think battled in a pretty good spot here. Meanwhile, the Zerg is expanding like crazy. Well, like crazy, just standard. Taking a third behind the pressure. So, if we look at the state of the game here, 19 to 27 drones. Battled is far behind in economy. But he has his expansion set up now, so that's fine. The follow-up will be roaches from Casimir. Ballad has some units. He could go across the map and try to make something happen. But he has to be careful not to get caught out on the map by banelings and lings. There's no banelings out currently, but there's lings bit spread all over. Down to south, middle, and here on the ramp. Making a third base. Starport's done as well now. He's supply blocked again. Some banelings being made now. In the main, the drone is waiting to build something that it didn't have enough money for, I'm supposing. Maybe a misrally. But Ballad's out on the map now. It's a nice number of Marines, 2 tanks. Definitely make something happen here. There's not too many defensive units at home. Zerg has been focusing on economy rather than army for the moment. And that might cost him the game. Because that push can be very scary if Zerg's not prepared. Tanks are being set up. A bit out of position. That would have been the perfect opportunity to kill all those Marines, actually. If he just runs his banelings down there while the Marines come up the ramp, this push ends. It's making a lot of lings now. And it's going for a counter, which is probably a bad idea. You don't want to base trade with a Terran ever. There's also units at home. Tank is unsieged, meaning he has a much higher DPS. And he's rallying more and more lings across the map. The wall is back up though, another tank will be done shortly. But the expansion is in peril here. Wow, taking a lot of damage there. The lings can't get in here though. There's 3 banelings. They might be able to take down the reactor far enough so the lings can finish it off. Or they just explode and do nothing. Yeah, now shit just got real. We have a lot of lings in battle space. And it looks like the tanks are finally getting taken out here. They have to pick up and move back home. There's lings everywhere. Worker count is plummeting for Ballad. And it looks like the Zerg has been successful with his ballsy counterattack that I would not have done that way. GG, well played is called from Ballad. Casimir takes the win. And that was game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. That's the power of the Ling counterattack. Next up, Terradin, playing as Kruger. His alter ego. Top left of King's Cove, the Red Terran, it's all inspirations, Terradin, also known as Kruger. Facing off versus PLA2N, Sly Beetle, the blue Zerg. Teradin likes to play some proxy stuff, to play some early Banshee harassments. Let's see what he does versus a Zerg. Of course, Banshees can be brutal versus Zerg if Zerg doesn't see them coming. Zerg opting for the early pool though, 14 gas, 14 pool. So might want to be aggressive himself. Or it might just be the build to delay the command center on the low ground. Barracks going down for Kruger. Sly Beetle not looking to take an expansion for now. Should be soon though. Unless he wants to go one base, which Zergs usually don't do because it's hard to pull off. No fallback means it's hard to get back from it if it fails. Nope, not interested in taking a base for now. Not interested at all. He just droned up completely to one base saturation, one gas. Even overdroned a bit, but not trying to take a base. Why not? What are you trying to do? Queen is out. Will hunt down the poor SCV there. No way to get away. Dies immediately and puts down the Roach Warren as soon as the SCV dies. This should have been unnoticed by Kruger, yes. Sometimes you have a small radius around the dying unit that stays visible for a second or two. But not this time. No, no, no. Kruger doesn't know what's coming. Of course, I think he saw that there's no expansion yet. He hasn't confirmed this though, but he will shortly, I'm sure. Building a bunker in his ramp, so he knows that something is up. He, of course, saw the early pool. Still getting a second command center up. And Zerg's still not expanding. It's quite a commitment here. Getting Burrow. Ooh, is this some burrowed roach push? That's interesting. Is it the whack-a-mole build? The whack-a-mole build where you just burrow the roaches so they can regenerate and then pop them back up again? That used to be pretty popular. But most people did it on layer tech though, because with the roach speed, the roaches get so much faster. It looks like this is a tier 1 roach build, and there's lots of roaches out. You can of course see the supply skyrocketing for Beetle, because the roaches take so much supply. And this is gonna hit like a hammer. Of course, the bunker tremendously helps. Tank that is coming out will help as well, but the roaches should hit before the tank hits. At least slightly, and they can take down a bunker pretty swiftly if they put their minds to it. Of course, the tank will help very much. It looks like the tank is gonna pop shortly after the roaches reach. And the roach is probably gonna go straight for the bunker. Yeah, he's microing. Yeah, the bunker is hard to break. You need to really focus fire. It's not gonna happen. I think he would have needed 2 or 3 Ravagers with that, but then again, he only had gas for like 2 now. So of course it's a good push, but if Kruger already starts out with a bunker, it's gonna be tough. Well, well. Game number 4 coming up. It's a PvP. Bottom left of a new repugnancy, we have the red Protoss. It's Blisk, who sent us this replay. Facing off versus SY2G's Guts, who's playing a blue Protoss. Protoss versus Protoss. Early probe by Blisk, sending across the map, building the first pylon here. He's not fucking around. No rest for the wicked. Guts is sending his scouting probe over, and we'll see that there's absolutely nothing over here. Which should prompt him to look at the APM. Blisk's just waiting like, yeah, you know, I'm just here. Why bother with APM? I'm just gonna do what I can. Proxy double gate, proxy triple gate, probably proxy 4 gate even. And of course Guts knows now, so he's gonna throw down a second gateway just to be sure, and then he's gonna go look where the proxy's at. Where's my proxy at? He's not gonna find it. He's not gonna find it. The 4 gates are on the way here. First one will be done shortly. And there will be zealots coming out of these gates very, very soon. The probe even went home. He's not going to build anything more down there. He's just going to go home and mine. Oh boy. The forge on the way. Trying to get a cannon out soon. But guess what? 2 zealots will be here shortly. Followed by 2 more, and then... Not even a cyber core is being made here by Blisk. He's super duper committed to this attack. Let's see what those guys can pull off. 2 cannons are on the way. They're not done yet though. And that zealot of course doesn't stand a chance versus 2 zealots. He's too late by to warp in, and now the zealots can attack the cannons. They will attack the zealot first. Nice micro there. And yeah, the cannons will finish though. That zealot makes it inside the base, but there's 3 cannons gonna be there, and it's gonna be super hard to break this with only zealots. Probes take out the zealot that got in. I mean, there's only 2 pylons, but this one you can only attack with 1 zealot at a time, so it's gonna take forever to take down, I think. What's the follow-up here? Cybernetics scoring 2 gas immediately. Same thing happening over here. No more zealots in production, so I guess we're transitioning out now. Guts is ahead in workers, of course. Blisk is ahead in army. But he can't really do anything with his army because it's so well walled in here with cannons and everything. Of course, Guts wasted 450 minerals on cannons. And Blisk has this gateways here that can not really be defended if Guts spots them. Did he spot them yet? No. He doesn't know yet. There's 5 zealots to 1, so there's not even a discussion. Gotta build a shield battery now, so the zealot can maybe live. A robotics facility getting added here. Of course, Immortal's pretty good at taking down pylons or cannons, so if you can get, I think, 2 Immortals out, you should be able to break this wall. I would like to see Guts go air to counter the Immortals. But then again, now he's making Stalkers as well. The Stalker, of course, can shoot from afar. So the pylon will be better, will be easier to attack. But at this point, I don't think you even want to kill the pylon anymore because there's enough pylons around to power the wall. There's a proxy Stargate making an oracle. This will really hurt Blisk. Warpgate's gonna finish though, so he can warp in Stalkers at home if he needs to, but he doesn't have the money at the moment. Oh, he's making a Warp Prism, of course. That's gonna be super powerful. You can just drop everything in Oracle's out now, and he's gonna take its toll. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Wow. Wow. The Oracle. Wow. Brutal. Well, this just means one thing. Blisk's now on all in. And he just transferred his whole army. And he will absolutely evaporate that mineral line. Guts does not have enough money for another Nexus. So if he loses this, he is fucked. Zealots versus drones, never a favorable thing for the drones. Oracle's still back there, zooming in and out. And he will go for the Nexus now, and if he gets the Nexus, then it's pretty much game over. Nice force field there, forcing the probes to run around. And the army is dwindling here for Guts, who is in a pickle. Of course he has the cannons, but losing the Nexus will spill an early death, an early end to his ambitions here. Still enough Stalkers to challenge Guts' Stalkers here. He has the shield battery, of course, but once those run out, it's going to be tough for him to defend. He needs to keep the Nexus alive. It's his only chance of winning this game. Should he lose it, it will be game over sooner or later. Of course, Blisk is still mining, losing one Stalker there. Yeah, the shield battery helps a bit versus the Oracle, but there's two Oracles out now. They could definitely evaporate Blisk's line of defense here. I would like to see those Oracles come back to help here, but finally he can trap those Stalkers in the corner and will secure his base once more. He's even ahead in workers, and that's gonna just be... He's just gonna be much, much farther ahead in a second here, because those two Oracles can definitely take out the mineral line. 21 kills, 22 kills, 23 kills, Oracle. Fucking General Oracle. Okay, another wave of attack is coming here from Blisk, who has absolutely no workers left. And looks like this is gonna be a last-ditch effort here. He's gonna take out all the Stalkers. But then again, yeah, I think the Zealots might be able to take out all the probes as well, though. Of course, Stalker's gonna lose versus Immortals pretty hard. Is he gonna still be able to take out the Nexus? The Stalkers would like to prevent this, of course. Loses another Stalker. Wow. Finally, the Oracles come in. Did that Oracle just... No. Nexus is taken out, not enough money for another Nexus. And now it just comes down to how can Blisk defend without anything that can shoot up here. He would have to get a Forge. Now let's tally up here. What do we have? We have two Oracles and a Stalker versus an Immortal and a War Prism. Technically, yeah. So these Oracles can just keep killing everything here. Basically, they could kill everything that Blisk has. It just takes a lot of energy. Blisk made his last probe now, so no more probes for Blisk after this one. Guts still has 5, but no way to use them or mine anything. So it's gonna be a very scrappy game here. Of course, either player has to finish off the other player, and Oh, he forced he forced the oracles to activate their beam. And it looks like Blisk's plan is to just slowly start to pick away at the base here of Guts. And he can absolutely not lose that Immortal. If he loses that Immortal, I think it's game over. Taking out the core. Stalker needs to be careful. Where did it go? Where did it go? Where's the damn Warp Prism? There it is. Oh, it went all the way home? Oh, did he charge up? Yeah, no, did he? He didn't. Just taking out a pylon here. And as soon as the Oracle activates its beam, it's going to pick it up. Orc's not even going to bother. And that one Stalker here will try to take out that pylon, so crippling the production for Blisk here. Who will now lose some more probes. Oh, actually. Oh, he didn't manage to kill them. Okay. So it looks like the Warp Prism will finally get that last Stalker here. Almost. Almost. Look like how he chuckles his wow. What a game. What a game. We'll continue to pick away at the base here. Ooh, the Stalker goes in very boldly here. And Guts finally decides to GG out here. Well played here by Blisk and Guts, both of them. Entertaining little game they sent us. Moving on to the last game of the day. It is our barcode, who is really Blaze Jva. In the bottom right, in red, the Terran is Blaze. Facing off versus Protoss, it's a Thortralisk from ML in the top left, who's playing random. And he has a nice little owl as his friend. I think it's a Pokemon. Pretty sure it's a Pokemon. So, let's see what evil thing Blisk, what evil thing Blaze has planned for today in this TVP. He probably doesn't even know yet what the opponent is. But does he need to know? I don't think you do. If you cheese hard enough, it doesn't matter what your opponent is. You can just cheese the fuck out of them anyway. Of what I am certain, though, is that Blaze will cheese, and there's a suspicious SCV moving to the left here, and he's gonna build the second barracks. And it's rallied to this Pillar of Light here. So we're gonna see like 4 Rex Reaper all-in stuff, or something like that, maybe? What are we gonna see? Ooh, at least 3 Rex. Okay, no proxy though, because building in your base is the new proxy. Much harder to spot. And getting Reapers right away. Taking 2 gas as well, so he can support the Reapers. Meanwhile, at the Protoss base, Cybernetics core is being built. 4 gases, 4 probes are mining gas. And Proxy Stargate will be made shortly down here. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Cheese versus cheese. Cheese versus cheese. This is the best kind of cheese. If you cheese the cheeser with your cheese hard enough, you might win. 3 Reapers on the way. Engineering bay as well. Probably for missile turrets, I would suppose. Reaper is here. Will start to play with the probes because he likes to play. The probes like to play as well. Right now they're playing catch, and some of them die, but that's just how this goes. And I'm not sure he's aware that he's being Reapered. Anyway, the Reaper are retreating right now. They're gathering their forces up to be together so they can be stronger. And right now it's 4 Reapers that are on the way. The Stargate has finished though. A Void Ray will be made. And the missile turret's gonna have a tough time, especially because it's not a missile turret, but a supply depot. So the NG Bay was actually for a +1. A Void Ray is absolutely gonna put a block in that Reaper push though. Reaper not the best unit to deal with Void Rays. And I don't think he knows yet that something is up here. Of course, once this pylon dies, the production for Protoss has a problem here. In the main base, there's no more production now. And he will try to kill those pesky Stalker boys. And it looks like one almost dies. Manages to pull the probes once more. Now building a pylon that will probably never finish. Finally takes out one of the Stalkers. Has to be very careful not to be surrounded by drones here. And the Void Ray has arrived. And it's channeling void energy into the Terran's buildings. And workers. Where are all the workers? The workers have decided to join their brethren Reaper in battle. They're now moving across the map. And the one time you might actually win a base raid versus Terran is when you have a Void Ray. Because Void Rays can shoot floating buildings. But then again, Reapers are pretty good at killing buildings as well. Especially if you have a million of them. And yeah, Terran's just gonna hide his stuff all around the map. Of course the command center is... Oh, there's actually a probe moving out and about. This will be interesting. Of course, Blaze doesn't have enough. Oh, he let the command center escape, but it's burning. Can he save it? Can he save the command center? Save the command center. Oh yeah, he will. Oh, and he still has a full mineral line. So, that's gonna be interesting. I don't think Protoss expects... Oh, he's actually looking for the command center now, I think. Will he find it though? Will he? Can he see it? I don't think so. Oh yeah. Oh, so close. Protoss is getting sweaty palms because he knows he's screwed. Even with 2 Void Rays. There's like, I don't know, 3 buildings left. 1 extractor. 1 more. Yeah. No, that's it. And Terran's gonna start mining soon. And if he can get up like 2 missile turrets, I think he should be fine. And he definitely has the SCVs to mine. So of course, Blaze can see all the Protoss buildings, and Thortalisk cannot. That's why you never base raid a Terran. It's just, it's not working out for you. Yeah, I mean, what's he gonna do? The Void Ray is not gonna be able to kill all those Reapers in time. They're just gonna run away. Or maybe actually, okay, he's gonna buy himself a couple of seconds here. If I were Protoss, I would have killed this immediately because it allows the Terran to build missile turrets. And now we see... Why is he making another NG Bay? I'm not sure he knows... I'm not sure he knows that he still has one. There we go. First missile turret is up. I'm not sure how many missile turrets takes to kill a Void Ray. Much less 2. I'm guessing we're gonna find out soon. Where are the Reapers? There are still Reapers up and about. There they are. And there we go. Very nicely done. That's why you should finish off a command center, definitely, if you can, because then he would have just lost. Oh well. Well played by both of them. And to you I say thank you for watching, and please send me replays. You can see in the bottom left, replay@fizben.com, or send them to me in Discord. I always need more replays, so please send me some more. So this concludes episode number 36. Please tune in next Sunday when we make number 37, a nice omelette du fromage. Thank you all for watching, and I'll be seeing you around. Bye-bye.